situation. When your daughter was 13, she had her first child. And by the time she was 19, she had 4 kids and they all live with you and your daughter.
Golly.
So one day you was at work and you get a phone call from the daycare telling you that your daughter never picked up her kids from daycare. And you tell the daycare, well, I can't pick them up because I'm at work. The daycare tells you, well, if somebody don't come pick them up, I'm going to have to call CPS. You say, give me a few minutes, I'm on my way. Or as you on your way to go pick up your grandkids, you are calling your daughter, but there's no answer. You get to the daycare, you apologize for the lateness, and then you get in the car with the kids and y'all headed home, so you call your daughter again. She does not answer. You're calling your daughter all night and she is not answering. The next day comes. You still didn't hear anything from your daughter, so you started calling your daughter again. On the fourth phone call, she picks up and says, what? You answer, you say, what do you mean, what? You need to come home and get your kids because I have to go to work. Your daughter tells you she tired. She don't want to be a mother no more. She too young for this and she just want to live her life.
Hold on, y'all. You know, this is common. Sometimes it's not common. It shouldn't be common. But a lot of times you get young ladies, young girls at that age of 13 or 15, and they just feel like, they know everything and they just got everything figured out. They think they know everything, can't pay no bills, they can't even really wash themselves right. Cause that's the time when, it started to, hitting puberty and stuff like that, and the period and stuff start coming on and stuff like that. They be little girls, you see what I'm saying? But in their mind, they grown. They start to, what I'm saying, those hormones started coming out and, they start to get older and they start talking back. But this situation is wild right here. And I really feel for her because you could just tell the time that we've been watching this video, she does seem like a good mother. You know them type of moms. She look like she can cook, she can grill, she can fry some chicken. She seems like she a good mom, but sometimes, man, these kids just be out of control. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like, and leave me a comment, and let's get back to the video.
You explained to her, I tried to tell you that when you was having these kids, but you insisted on having all these kids. So you insist your tail getting back home to take care of these kids so I can get back to work. She said, not going to happen. Talk to you later. And hung up. That was 7 years ago. So now when she had left, the kids were 6, 4, 2, and 6 months old. So now 7 years later, it's the youngest birthday. He's getting ready to turn 8 years old, so you're throwing him a birthday party. So while the birthday party going on, guess who decides they're going to walk in? Your daughter. Everybody's happy to see her. You're actually shocked and kind of upset with her because she did not call, text, write, FaceTime, send no money. No, you and them kids did not hear anything from your daughter in them whole 7 years. So while she's making her ways around saying hi to everybody, you pull her to the side and ask her, like, what's going on? Where you been? How's everything going? You just pop up like everything is fine. She said, yeah, everything is fine. The kids are taken care of well. I see y'all doing good. So
Okay.
what's the problem? You're looking at your daughter like she got 4 heads, like, huh? Girl, I just took care of your kids. You have no contact with us. And she said, you know what? That's all small talk. I'm here now and things are different. So you said to her, what do you mean? She says, well, tonight I'm taking the kids with me. And you say you can't do that because I have custody of the kids and I'm not giving them to you like that. You left them. You had no contact with your kids for 7 years. She said, yeah, I understand that, but today's a different day and I'm ready to have contact with them now. So I'm taking them tonight. You say, absolutely not. I had to go to court to get your kids. And she looked at you and said, you went to court for my kids. I didn't ask you to go to court for my kids. You say, well, in order for me to take care of them, I had to do certain things, and getting them in school and stuff requires me to be a guardian. So I had to go to court. She says, I didn't ask you to do it. All I asked you and wanted you to do was take care of my kids. Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. Now I'm taking my kids with me. You say, well, you got to take me to court if you want your kids. And she said, well, I'm going to take them. Call the cops on me. What do? Do you let your daughter just take her kids? No. Or do you call the cops on her and tell her she got to do it through the court system? Y'all let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to follow me.
I think this incredible mother right here made a mistake. But sometimes I feel like, I would say, this is my perspective, I don't think she made a mistake. I think that she probably was a little lenient with her daughter because she probably had to work and stuff like that. And her daughter took advantage. And I really feel like, I'm just going to be honest, I feel like her daughter is an idiot. And I feel like her daughter is not worthy of having her kids. And I think that she should never get them back. And I think that once the kids get grown, that the grandmother should tell the kids the truth. Once they all are adults, I think she should tell them the truth and let them know that their mom is a POS. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I believe that that's the right thing to do because at the end of, like, you know, if she decided to have these kids and then she really just finessed her mama. You see what I'm saying? Like, she really just finessed her mama, and I feel like her mom deserves better. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like when the father leave the house and the woman has to be a single mother and stuff like that, it's not always, every situation is not always the same. I'm not just taking up for you know, her mom, because at the end of the day, something went wrong when she was raising her. You see what I'm saying? Something went terribly wrong. And then, like I said, when some young ladies hit that puberty, so they start losing their mind. Young men too, you know what I'm saying, just losing their mind, especially if both of the parents aren't there. But you know, the crazy thing is sometimes when both of the parents are there, this crazy stuff be happening too at the same time. Like sometimes, you know, and it just, the parents just can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, like you just keep, and then we not gonna, not we, but they're not gonna turn down their grandkids. You see what I'm saying? So it just be like, you know, as a parent, you just have to, you know, just hope that you can raise an intelligent young child that won't make dumb decisions like this and just be like, cause she sounds like a crackhead. You see what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest. Her daughter sound like a crackhead. So I mean, you're not getting custody back. They're my kids now. If I had to raise them, if I had to raise them for 7 years, I know they probably want to be back with their mom. Like we're gonna treat you like a baby daddy. You get visitation. You see what I'm saying? Like you get visitation. They my kids, and she should put her on child support. You see what I'm saying? Because that was extremely disrespectful. And them kid, you know what, bro? Them kids would probably be in foster care if they didn't have their grandmother. And I feel like their grandmother really saved their life. And see, the thing about it is, as parents, we go through a lot. You see what I'm saying? We go through a lot. Grandparents go through a lot too, because at the end of the day, what if the grandkids get older and be upset with the grandmother because she didn't give them custody? Because kids, they just react out of emotion. You see what I'm saying? So she'll be like, why you ain't give me to my mom? And therefore, once they get older, she gonna have to tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the mom, the young girl, the young lady that had all the kids, she might get a chance to turn it around as she get, when she get older. She might get a chance to turn it around, but I just feel like, nah, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not right, and she deserved, this grandmother right here deserves better. And you could say, you could see in her face that she hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like she hurt, confused. But just like a strong mother, strong black woman, or I wouldn't say, I don't really like that term, strong. I would say this resilient black woman right here did what she had to do for her grandkids. Now, she knew she made a mistake with the 13-year-old that had all the kids. But then once she was able to, she figured out like, man, she just a POS, man. She ain't gonna do nothing for the kids. I'm gonna step in, and I commend her for that. I commend her for that, and I respect her for that. And those kids, her grandkids, are fortunate to have her, man. And that's my perspective right here on this particular situation right here, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Like, and leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think, because parents, we go through stuff, man. And your worst nightmare is to raise a teenager that just start talking back and doing this, and having kids and get in the streets and start using drugs and drinking. That's the worst nightmare. You see what I'm saying? I'm a strict parent, but at the same time, I still let my kids have fun. But it is rules that you have to abide by. I'll see y'all on the next video. Let's get it.